A couple of days ago, it wasn't even safe to come back here unless you were a trained firefighter. Luckily, conditions have cleared up enough for us to see what damage has been done. Now, you haven't missed your chance to voice your opinion to the Senate committee. The meeting goes on until 7 p.m. tonight at Educational Service District 105. With the greater demand for pilots, we'll take the school's program to new heights. Now, for the growing cosplay community here in Yakima, the Insight gave me a little exposure on just how hard people work to make costumes like these come to life. Morgan, the White Pass Ski Patrol has had their annual ski swap here in Yakima for the last 50 years to raise funds for first aid during their season. And while this year may be no different, I spoke with one father and son whose passion for the ski patrol has kept them involved for many years. A big symbol for this event were these purple pinwheel flowers that volunteers carried around. Now, the White Pass Ski Patrol is looking to raise about $500 grand this year, so if you're looking to donate to a good cause and get a good deal on ski equipment, you can always come by until 3 o'clock tomorrow. Taking off in Ellensburg, Dorian Galindo, NBC Right Now.
Don't forget, send me your magazine.
Vicki Dwight is like any other teacher in the Yakima School District.
We're losing a lot of our planning time because we're being asked to cover for other teachers when they're absent. The lack of substitute teachers is a real big issue this year.
Unfortunately, teachers in the school district are becoming fewer and fewer.
Fewer young people are going into teaching, more people are retiring. Right now we have loads, many long-term substitutes that are not qualified in the subject.
A shortage of teachers in the Yakima School District is just one of a few issues that the community will address their concerns over at tonight's Senate Early Learning hearing.
Well, I think this is an excellent opportunity for educators to get their voices heard from all the different levels, from superintendents to the classroom teachers. There are a lot of issues in education right now, and it's nice to know that some legislators are willing to listen.
Although a teacher shortage is only one problem, it leads to many more.
There's a legislative mandate to lower class sizes, but that does increase demand for teachers.
And it leaves teachers on the edge of retirement, like Vicki, in a rough spot.
When the state has made some decisions that limit some of our retired teachers from substituting, that doesn't seem equitable.
We have been honoring veterans.
Dozens gathered at the Jerry Taylor Veterans Plaza in Sunnyside. Every year, Veterans Day is a big event for the small town, but for Greg Schlieve of Prosser, the memories are somber.
In Vietnam, we did not fight the enemy until we could see the whites of their eyes.
Greg holds on to some painful memories from his time overseas.
I was in a battle on July 4th of 1969 that lasted 5 days, and I would say for 20 years, July 4th, I spent way up in the woods away from people.
Many veterans suffer from PTSD. Returning after war, they have difficulty connecting with others who have not experienced the hardships of battle. Dr. Jeffrey Doolin of the VA in Walla Walla gave me some advice on the topic. So what's something that we can be aware of when it comes into coming into contact with a veteran that has severe PTSD?
Veterans can tend to avoid situations of conflict. I think in those times that we found that there are some things going back to when they're in situations like when you're being shaken away.
For many vets, life after war is hard. Although Veterans Day serves to give thanks, it may also be a hard reminder of the memories that our heroes may not soon forget.
Sometimes it's the anniversary dates that haunt you more than Veterans Day or Memorial Day. But right behind those anniversary dates would be those veterans' holidays.
Nothing compares to that first flight.
For second-year aviation student Michael Hornbeck, the sky is the limit.
Right now, there couldn't be a better time to enter the field of professional aviation.
Michael is one of a handful of students studying through CWU's aviation program.
Pilots are starting to retire at a much higher rate, which altogether means more pilot slots for prospective students.
Meaning this group of up-and-coming pilots will play a special role in their field.
There are more than 1 million jobs are projected to be opened up for prospective graduates from aviation programs.
But it's not just a boom of retirees. Commercial airline fleets are expanding too.
Now the Federal Aviation Administration has come up with a regulation that all the pilots should be retiring at the age of 65. That is going to open up there's a lot of space for the new pilots to be hired in the industry.
Central's program is at the forefront of training these soon-to-be pilots. They have numerous flight simulators and a growing interest in the program.
So we've got 130 students flying. We'll probably have about 20 or so graduates this year, probably 25 to 30 next year, and probably maybe 35 or 40 the year after that. So we're definitely on a growth curve for our students.
The sun is setting for many pilots, but for Michael and his classmates, the future is brighter than ever.
All the welding is done here.
Terry Duran is in the business of making wheelchairs, but not your average run-of-the-mill wheelchairs.
Wheelchairs limit people's ability to get out and enjoy the outdoors and have some experiences that they can't have within their wheelchairs.
Adaptive Star makes custom chairs designed for durability, competitive running, and most importantly, giving people with special needs the chance to experience things they don't normally get to do in a wheelchair.
They had a need for equipment that wasn't being provided to them. And when you get a call from mom and she just wants something that she can take her daughter for a walk-in and she can take to the store, how can you not help?
With anything from autism to cerebral palsy, these chairs can help just about anyone, anywhere with special needs. Take Ryan, for example, a young man from Iowa with spina bifida. His dreams of going on a run with his friend, a local mailman, were made possible with the help of Terry and her team.
It's unlike anything you've ever experienced when you are running with an assisted athlete. They may not be able to say, oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing in the world, but they're telling you that through their smiles, the look in their eyes. It's absolutely incredible.
But for the crew at Adaptive Star, a day's work comes down to one thing: helping others.
It's all about giving families and assisted athletes that opportunity.